We're on a redevelopment project here in the Napa Valley, and one of the main foundations of a good system, Trellis System, is knowing what to expect, or what you might think you need to expect for the next 20-25 years. And what I mean by that is, how much more mechanization are we going to be utilizing? How much more mechanical work we're going to do perhaps under the vines versus just strip spraying and stuff. So one of the criteria that we had in developing this site is we wanted to make sure that our line stakes are very stout and they're universal, and that means we can put cross arms onto them if we would like to help facilitate the canopy and the foliage, or we could just utilize these notches as they are for a vertical wire system. And then also we put in the T-post and the rebar, and once everything is driven, they'll all be about the same height as far as the rebars and these T-posts, but we want to make sure that we're going to be able to hang 2 sets of wires for fruiting, and then also the drip hose up here. And again, if we have the flexibility to machine harvest or something like that, we want to make sure our structure is right from the get-go and doesn't lean over because we didn't do a good enough job in the beginning and the wind and the canopy have moved the system. So what the crew is doing behind me is they're actually scattering and installing the line stakes, and then come back and put the rebar in as well as T-posts. And then we'll be putting in end posts and all of that to facilitate all the wires. What we have done prior to all of this and before the rains in December, the vines got pushed out soon after harvest, put into burn piles, and then in between all of that we had put down compost and gypsum and prepared the soil with deep tillage to 3.5–4 feet deep, 3 directions, to make sure we incorporated our compost and our gypsum, and broke up the hard pan that was here, and then we came in and put the cover crop seed down and marked out our rows where we're going to, as you see, put the trellis system in. Well, we had a lot of rain and good success with our cover crop, so it obviously has pushed through pretty good, as you can see here with our cayuse oats and our beans and our peas and things like that. But once the ground got dry enough, again, we got on to scattering the stakes. I think obviously to be proactive in today's environment, we're admitting using any kind of wood products, treated or not. And the reason is just because of the future of being able to dispose of that wood products. For example, in those burn piles right now, there are no wood at all other than the grapevines themselves and the canes, of course. We have to, all the end posts, all the anchor posts, and all of the support posts that were out here previously all had to be separated from the vines and then consequently put into dumpsters to be hauled away. Same likewise with drip hose and any plastic products. So those burn piles technically are 100% grapevines with the wire and non-galvanized steel. So the reason we don't even use galvanized again is because environmentally we're not sure where we're going to be 20-25 years from now when this vineyard might get replanted once again, and where our environment and our laws are going to be on for disposal things. So we're using natural steel. It rusts, it looks nice. Our end posts are all, like I say, steel with double spades on them. So everything is pretty much a ferrous type of material. In our big plan of putting this vineyard in, one of the discussions we've had is having 2 fruit wires, and they'll be separated by about 6 inches here where these notches are, and we're going to cane prune this vines because, again, we're learning over time that cordon pruning or bilateral cordon pruning tends to have more disease problems from eutypa and those kinds of things, but cane pruning seems to have a lot less. So we're looking forward to the longevity of a healthy vineyard as much as possible. We're trying to be proactive in our approach to vineyard development and what is best for worker safety, worker comfort, and a lot of things like that.